A touch of frost on the ground, the faint scent of flowers in the air, an ornate teapot, delicate china cups, and the rustle of silk skirts. Welcome to the Victorian tea garden, a symbol of refinement, elegance, and social status in the 19th century. The Victorian era, named after Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901, was a period of immense change. It was a time of industrial revolution, societal shifts, and empire expansion. Yet, amidst this whirlwind of progress, the Victorians held fast to their love for tradition, etiquette, and of course, tea. The Victorian tea gardens didn't just spring up overnight. They have a history that's as rich and steeped as the beverage they celebrate. The tea garden's origins can be traced back to the early Victorian period, when tea was a luxury commodity. Tea was expensive, and not something every household could afford. It was a symbol of status and sophistication. As tea prices gradually fell throughout the Victorian era, thanks to the expansion of British Empire in tea-producing regions like India and China, it became more accessible. The ritual of afternoon tea was born, and with it, the need for a suitable place to enjoy this new tradition. And so, the tea garden came into being. These gardens were a haven of tranquility amidst the hustle and bustle of Victorian life. They were meticulously designed, featuring manicured lawns, blooming flowers, ornate fountains, and gazebos or pavilions. The Victorian tea garden was not just a place to drink tea. It was a place to see and be seen, a place to socialise and show off one's knowledge of etiquette and fashion. As the Victorian era progressed, the tea garden evolved. In the latter half of the 19th century, public tea gardens started to appear. These were more than just gardens. They were entertainment venues. They would often feature live music, lawn games, and even fireworks. The Victorian tea garden had transformed from a private, quiet place to a public, vibrant venue. But as the Victorian era drew to a close, so too did the popularity of the tea garden. The rise of the Edwardian era, with its more relaxed attitudes, saw a shift away from the rigid etiquette of the tea garden. They didn't disappear entirely, but their heyday was over. To recap, the Victorian tea garden has a rich and fascinating history. It began in the early Victorian era as a place for the elite to enjoy their expensive tea in peace and tranquility. As tea became more affordable, the tea garden became a place for socialising and showing off one's fashion and etiquette. In the latter half of the Victorian era, the tea garden transformed into a public entertainment venue, before eventually falling out of favour in the Edwardian era. The Victorian tea garden is a snapshot of a bygone era. It was a place of elegance, sophistication, and social status. It was a place to escape, to socialise, and to enjoy the simple pleasure of a cup of tea. It was, in short, a quintessential part of Victorian life. So, the next time you sip your tea, take a moment to think about the Victorian tea garden. Consider its history, its evolution, and its role in the Victorian era. It's a testament to the enduring love of tea, and a reminder of a time when a cup of tea was more than just a beverage. It was a statement of class, sophistication, and taste. The Victorian tea garden may be a thing of the past, but its legacy lives on in every cup of tea we enjoy today.